Alright guys, so welcome back to a new video on the channel. As you can tell by the title, I've got a Q&A for you guys. If you aren't already, these questions were submitted to me on Instagram, so make sure you're following me on Instagram. If you do have any questions, messages, things you want to ask me, you can message me on Instagram. I do reply to a lot of DMs. I like to be interactive with my viewers and things like that. A lot of people will be able to tell you that. But yeah, so let's get into the video. Alright, so I've got my iPad here. So the first question is from Archie Harris. What position do you play? I'm a winger. I play right wing, left wing. I did grow up as like a central attacking midfielder. That was always my position. I played right back for a little bit as well. So yeah, I'm mainly a winger though because I'm quite a pacey player. Rio Stogan 3 said, do you eat healthy all the time? Right now I am eating healthy like the majority of the time, but obviously like once a week there might be a time where I just think, oh, I'll have a snack here, I'll have a takeaway or something like that. There's nothing wrong with that if you're always eating healthy, but obviously if you're not eating healthy all the time, that can obviously be bad for me as I'm trying to stay fit and active. And if you're not fit and active and you're eating bad all the time, obviously that can have a lot of health effects as well. What was your training routine like at Norwich? If you are new around here, I did just play for Norwich City, also there in the Premier League. I was there from 12 years old till 19. I was offered a 4-year contract at 12 years old till I was 16. When I was 16, I was offered a contract and I left in December just gone. Had a few injuries and stuff across the line as well, which affected it, and a few surgeries, but yeah, it is what it is. So I would train every single day. We would get there for 8:30 in the morning. I have breakfast. We would sometimes have like replay analysis in the morning at like 9:30, so that's like reviewing our game on the weekend, or reviewing like our training sessions and what we're going to be doing throughout the week and what we're going to be working on. So before training we can do like foam roll, stretching and stuff as well in the gym. So we usually trained at between 10 or 10:30, and then also we would train at like 10:30 for an hour and a half till lunchtime, which is about 12 o'clock to 12:30. And after lunch we would either have another football session, or we'd have like a gym session, or we'd have like a power session, or like an injury prevention session. So some days were longer than others depending on what day of the week it was. So like midweek would be like the hardest days, so like Tuesday, Wednesday was like really hard days where we would be like there for like quite a long time till like 4 or 5 o'clock. And on like a Friday we'd finish at 12 because they want us to have 24 hours off before the game, so we fully rested and ready for the game. So K Hockley 10 said, best things to eat pre-match and post-match. Pre-match, the best things you want to eat is like something carb and protein based. So before games we'd have pre-match meal, and it all be set up. So we'd have toast there, we'd have eggs, we'd have chicken, we'd have beans, we'd have fruits. So them sort of carbs are slow burning. Like throughout the game it's going to constantly be giving us energy. I would always have it 3 hours before the game as well, just so we don't get like indigestion, stitches and things like that. So you're gonna have your proteins as well to like help you build your muscles and make sure they're in good condition for the game. JA.WBB said, how do you stand out in Sunday League to get noticed? I was a Sunday League player, so from like under 9s till under 11s before I got in the academy. So like naturally I was just good at football. I was the best player in the league because I was scoring the most goals, I was standing out every game. But I was just young, I was enjoying football. That's all I was doing when I was a kid. I was playing football every single day, all day, every day. When I grew up, we would get home, go outside straight away, play football all day, every day. So Sunday League players, just making sure you're standing out, you're the best player on the pitch. This is a really good question. So this is from graphics.es. Do you think you've become a better player, person, after your injuries? So I've had 3 big injuries growing up. No, 4 big injuries actually. So I had 2 injuries on my knee, 2 surgeries. I've had surgery on my hernias, I've had 2. And I've had a stress fracture on my back at under 16. I've been through quite a lot injury wise, and mentally it's definitely improved me as a person, but obviously football wise it hasn't been great for me in the last 4 years because of my injuries. Like I've spent like half the time in the physio room compared to the other players, so like my chance to like prove myself has kind of been a bit harder because I've been coming back from rehab in really good condition, by the way. I feel like it's made me physically a lot better. Like my physical attributes are really good. Like I've had less playing time to prove myself as a player, things like that. So it's just really unlucky really. But mentally, it's made me a lot stronger mentally. I feel like I've been a better person because of it. But footballing opportunity wise and making me a better player, it's difficult to say because I don't know where I could have been without these injuries. Okay, so this is from summer.boden. Would you ever consider travelling to a different country to play football? And yeah, I've definitely considered it and it could be an option going forward. Connor Halpin, have any pro football teams been in contact with you? I've been in contact with quite a few pro teams, like since I left. Nothing was really concrete or anything like that, and like, I don't know if when you knew, but there was a time when I was going to go to a team, I can't really say, but we had like really bad weather in the UK and their training ground was like waterlogged and things like that, so they were having to train somewhere else. So I couldn't go up there, and then all this virus stuff happened, so it was all getting delayed, and then now obviously nobody's playing football. We don't know when football's going to come back. Situation's a bit sticky at the moment. So this one's from Zeno.100H. Difference between a non-league player and a pro player. So the main difference between a non-league player and a pro player is definitely like physical attributes, like the fitness, sharpness, like just being an all-round athlete is obviously a big difference, and like how they look after themselves and their professionalism. And also just like pro players' decision making is obviously top class, that's why they're playing at the top level, and obviously they've just stood out in front of the rest and they've worked hard. Callum.Wilson66 says, favourite goal you've scored and favourite goal you've seen. One of my favourite goals I've probably ever scored was probably at under 16s against West Ham. It's actually on the channel. It's when I scored a hat-trick and I scored a free kick. I literally like whipped it like right in the top corner. One of my favourite goals I've ever seen. There's been loads of goals, I can't really say. So Henry Moore_8 says, what keeps you motivated to keep grinding and working hard? Growing up, I've always had that mentality. I don't know, I feel like it's just built within some people to work hard and motivate yourself. I feel like I've just got that. I know what I want in life. I want to be a footballer. I want to succeed. I don't want to just be, average Joe, do you know what I mean? Just like walking around. I want to have a good life. I want to be able to go on holidays. I want to have a good family. Like, I don't just want to coast along in life, you know what I mean? I want to have a good life. So even if it's not in football, I'm gonna succeed in something and I'm gonna have a good life. I just know I will. Brahima_Raya says, why not do an Arabic translation? Because people from Arab countries watch you. Well, I'm not very good with Arab, bro, so that would be very, very difficult. So I'm sorry about that. George Reeve9 says, best player you have ever come up against. I've played against a few big players that are playing in the Premier League right now, so a lot of familiar names you'd know. Callum Hudson-Odoi, Phil Foden, Mason Greenwood, Bukayo Saka, Charlie Gilmore, but they're like some of the biggest names. Personally, the best I would say was Callum Hudson-Odoi. I used to play against him quite a lot because he was at Chelsea and he was in like the Southern League with us. He was just unbelievable, not gonna lie, he was a good player. There was a game when I was playing against Chelsea and I was playing right back and he was playing left wing. I'm not even gonna lie to you guys, I wasn't really a fullback at that time and he was pulling my pants down, yeah? Every time he was running at me, he was throwing a couple step overs and I was like, oh god, here we go. So AJS127, what keeps you motivated during lockdown? So during lockdown, nobody's got anything to do, and keeping myself busy and keeping my mind healthy is what's important to me. I stand by a lot. Mentally, I've gone through quite a lot in the last few months, so staying as active and motivated and busy and producing content for you guys is what's keeping me on a good track and it's keeping me motivated, and I'm having fun whilst doing it. So Luca_football_, what is your daily routine for quarantine? So my daily routine looks like at the moment, a lot of you guys will be watching it on my vlogs, of course. So I'll wake up at about 8:30 in the morning, have a shower, have one of my shakes to get my day started, and then I'll do like a 5k run usually in the morning, or a bike ride, and then I'll usually do like a little bit of like football, juggling in the garden, then have lunch, and after lunch I'll chill for a little bit, so just let my food go down, have a little rest, scroll through Instagram, do some editing, something like that, reply to your messages, and then I'll go do a football session usually in the afternoon about 1:30, 2 o'clock, do what I want to work on, shooting, quick feet, sprints, things like that. And I'll get home at about 3, half 3, have a snack, have some herbal tea, and then chill for a little bit, and then do like some gym in the afternoon, so like upper body or like abs or core, and then roll stretching as well throughout the day if I'm feeling stiff too. Harry.Hoyland said, do you think if you didn't have that injury, you would have made it professional? It's hard to say. I don't know where I'd be without them injuries. You can't really look into that because it is what it is. Everything happens for a reason, so I could have had a better opportunity to make it, yeah. Did it halt my process and my playing time and my ability to like show off what I can do? Yeah, it did. I can't say, because making it as a professional footballer is not easy, guys. Like, it is a rare thing to do. That doesn't go to say I'm not gonna make it professional. I just didn't make it into the first team at Norwich, so I was in the under-23s, the reserve squad, but that's not the end of the journey. Black Kiwi, I feel like I've just demolished your name, but he said, what motivated you to start CPG? So what he's talking about there is my own football sock brand that I'm going to be bringing out. So go follow the Instagram right now. I'm going to be doing a giveaway on there soon as well. So one of you guys can win a free pair of socks if you're following that Instagram and my Instagram as well. _Jaden_O said, is 18 too old to make it pro? And of course it is. And you see loads and loads of people come through at like 23, 24, 25. Like, people don't understand that going down the non-league route is still a very, very good opportunity to make it pro. A lot of people make their way up the leagues just by performing in their league. Callum One Fisher said, if you could give a young footballer one piece of advice, what would it be? So when you're young and you're playing football, honestly, it's the best years of your life, guys. So all to my young supporters out there, enjoy football whilst you can, because it gets serious as you get older. It's not all about everybody getting game time. It's about people who are performing the best, whoever fits best in the team. So whilst you're young, enjoy it, do it as much as you can, because that's what I did. I love playing football. I've done it all day, every day. That was my passion. So if you love football and you're young, enjoy it, watch it, play it, practice, play all the time, because as you get older, your body starts to break down a little bit. You can't do it as much. You get little injuries, little niggles here and there. So yeah, whilst you're young, enjoy it, guys. Gerard Brady 123 said, best player you have watched live. So the best player I've watched live is probably Suarez. So when I was at Norwich, I used to be able to like ball boy when I was young, and literally we was in touching distance of like Suarez, Coutinho. I've been in touching distance with Gerrard, Rooney, every single top player you can think of. I've been within like touching distance with them, because Norwich was obviously in the Premier League. They've been in and out for quite a few years. I ball boy against all the top Premier League teams, and yeah, I've seen a lot of very, very good players up close. Jack Cobble _ says, what do you film and edit on? So I actually film on my iPhone, and I just edit on my MacBook. So _Freddie Schaefer said, how do you prepare for a game? So the night before a game, we usually have like a pasta meal. So that would usually be like spaghetti bolognese or something like that, just so I can get some carbs in. It's called carb loading. So by carb loading, it's like basically preparing your body with energy and the nutrients it needs to be able to run in the games. So like, I usually always make sure I try and get 8-9 hours sleep the day before a game as well, so you can work that out depending on what time kickoff you have. Foot would always have to be at a game 3 hours before, so you can have food and pre-match meals and foam roll, stretch, have massages, things like that. Michael Renwick _ says, if you could play one position, what would it be? My favourite position is probably left wing. Mosty _04 says, if you could play alongside any footballer, who would it be? And it's got to be the GOAT, Cristiano Ronaldo. Right, I love that guy so much, honestly. Growing up, I had posters of him all over my walls when he was at Man United and stuff. I literally had posters everywhere. I looked up to him, that I wanted to be like him. Moad _TKH says, masturbation and fitness. Okay. Sport K Leren _NL says, biggest benefit that you got from playing for Norwich. So probably my biggest benefit playing for Norwich is like I got to go to a lot of countries. I got to see a load of different cultures, playing different loads of different football teams. I got to play at the best training grounds in the country. I got to be around professional athletes. I saw the first team every single day. I was in contact with them a lot. I got to go to football matches for free. Got to ball boy, see the best players in the world a lot. So there's a lot of positive things I took from growing up in the academy and playing for Norwich. So yeah. Zed Ben Hughes says, plans for next season. So there's a few things up my sleeve that I can't really talk about right now, but you guys will find out in the near future. Yeah guys, hopefully you enjoyed that one. It was a different video to what I usually do. I usually do like vlogs and things like that, and obviously my football journey. So if you are new around here, please make sure you subscribe. Go follow my Instagram as well, because I do like to reply to some of you guys if you guys have any questions, so drop me a message on there. Stay positive, stay grinding, and I'll see you in the next one.